Hey, what's going on, guys? Panoralex here. And, the like ratio on the last story time I did about the teacher trying to expel me for a YouTube video that was just made on the bus. Go watch it if you haven't already. Got 11 likes and 1 dislike. So, I assume it was interpreted pretty well, so I'm gonna make another one. And so, I'm not gonna waste all the time doing the intro. But, yeah, drop a like. Okay. So, this actually takes place, I think, maybe 2 months after the previous story time of trying to get, or almost getting expelled for YouTube. And the funny part about this is that same vice principal who tried to expel me has, like, affected me in this in a negative way, of course, because she just avoided me, because you know how teachers, like, visit classrooms, and all that, and vice principals, she just, like, would visit mine and never say hello to me. That's what it felt like. So, I remember this much, it was a Thursday, I think it was around, like, February, it was around the time where it's, like, the streets in New York City are, like, icy, and there's a bunch of snow on the floor, and, I had soccer practice across town, and if you guys don't know New York City, the way it works is you can go 5 miles, but that would take you like 40 minutes because of how much traffic there is. So, I left school 3 o'clock, and I had practice at 3:45. So, my mom was taking me to practice, and she also had to, you know when you, like, join a sports team, your parents have to sign all those waivers and whatever. She had to do that, so she's calling a cab, and it's, like, snow's everywhere. The streets are iced up. It's, like, black ice almost to the point where you can barely even see it. And my, mom spent 10 minutes in the cold looking for a cab, and I was looking too, but we changed streets. We, like, walked up and down trying to see if the street was less busy, blah, 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 so we can maybe get a cab and just get there quickly. And my mom and I were just so busy trying to find a cab, we started walking behind this group of 3 kids, and one of them, well, all of them had golf clubs and bags, and one of them was talking about how, like, he was being really egotistical, I remember that much, and he basically, as my mom was looking in the street, like, a few feet behind him, this kid doesn't realize we're there, full on swings back, like he's about to hit a ball, swings all the way back up to his shoulder, kind of like head level, as fast as he can, and I kid you not, hits my mom just in the face, in the head, near the temple, and he didn't notice at first, and, like, my mom, like, yelled in agony, as, you know, anyone would, and the last words she said before she, like, was knocked out, because it was the 2 seconds, is, so, you know how each grade has, like, a dean? She said, let's call her Miss Jackson. She's like, get Miss Jackson. And then she, like, passed out in the snow, which I didn't realize at the time how bad that could have been, but yeah, she was just, like, in the street, collapsed, like, not obviously in the middle, but by the side. And I just needed to get help as soon as possible. So, I sprint across a few blocks to get back to my school to get her. And you know how teachers always have meetings after school? I ran into every office on the first floor, and the same teacher tried to expel me, or suspend me, whatever, for YouTube. I said, my mom got hit in the head with a golf club. That's what I said. I said it so many times. I said, please help. No. And she the woman from last time grabs my shoulder, says, okay, listen, and like this really annoying voice, okay, listen, you're gonna be okay. And she sits me down, she's like, here, take a glass of water. And I don't know, I didn't say anything, I remember. I didn't say a word, I just stood up and ran out screaming in the lobby of the building. Just saying, help, help, help. And my mom and I's friend, they were basically about to leave school as well. And they heard my, yells or whatever. And so they went out and helped. And so, my school called 911. And I called my dad and my brother. And I basically said, and my dad says, oh, sorry, is everything alright? As he always does. And I had to say, Mom got hit in the head with a golf club, you gotta come to school, you gotta come. And he panicked. And like I said, there was so much traffic. So getting across town to my school, which wasn't near where he worked at the time, and he finally gets there after who knows how long, as they're loading my mom into the ambulance. What I didn't know until she regained consciousness hours later, or however long, is when she was in the middle of the road, or on the ice on the side of the road, she basically, a woman who I saw a few years later at a soccer match, she helped my mom up even though she was unconscious, and got her off the road, and tried helping her, which was incredibly nice, and my whole family kind of expressed gratitude. And I remember I said to my dad after we had kind of got the whole thing situated, I said, I guess no soccer practice for me. He's like, yep. And in conclusion, my mom got hit in the head by a golf club by an ignorant, probably 16-year-old, and got knocked out pretty much in the snow because of that. And I had to go get help, which, looking back now, it's ridiculous. Because I had to tell my teammates the next day, why weren't you there? I was like, oh, my mom got hit in the head with a golf club, and they're like, what? Yeah, so basically, that's about it. She didn't have I think she had a concussion, but she didn't really have anything more. Something like that. And the moral of the story is, pay attention in New York City, guys. I really, really, really believe that kid he obviously didn't mean to. He just was being ignorant. And, once he realized what he did, he's like, I'm so, and by the time I just ran away. But, yeah, just pay attention wherever you are. I would have freaked out if she was, on her phone, just not looking where she was going, but it was just trying to get a cab to get some practice. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me some feedback. And, yeah, it's Pen Relics, signing off.